Hi Grizzlies, and welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and in today's episode, I just quickly want to go over what was previously said in a November 23rd article from the Daily Mail. This is about food truck guy, tan hat guy as we know him. His name is Joe Vidot. He's made some comments on Plunder's TikTok. He's also made some comments on Conspiratee's channel. And so we're going to look at his TikToks right after this. The reason I'm quickly going to go over this section is in case anyone missed it, because I know there's been a lot of content on my playlist and all over the internet, so maybe you missed the coverage of it. So here they said, new details have now emerged about Consalves and Mogan's last night out from Joe Vidot, a local man who saw the two co-eds out on the town and in the hours before the attack. Police had previously said that the women were partying at the Corner Club bar the night before the attack. Vidot was also there and said that the women were catching the attention of many men at the bar. If you missed the episode where we looked inside the bar, like I showed you guys pictures of it and everything, it can't be that many people in it, which is also, it's not like he's just staring at them. I think it wouldn't be that hard to notice them, especially if they were maybe as drunk as what he's saying and what you'll hear in the TikTok videos. Anyway, they say a lot of guys were talking to them at the corner club, he told thedailymail.com, adding that Consalves was visibly drunk. The taller girl with the pink on, she was glass-eyed. Now in the TikTok you'll hear why they quoted him as saying that. I audibly said, ew, out loud. She was just stumbling through. Again, he explained that too. I know there's a lot of us, we were like, why would he say ew? And some people said it's maybe ooh, but he himself has confirmed ew. And there's a reason for it, so hang on for that. He said he left the corner club ahead of the girls and was with a neighbor who had just moved to Moscow, showing her the Grub Bus, a food truck popular with students with the late-night munchies. I was just there waiting because the Grub Bus takes forever when a bunch of drunk zombies show up there, he said, noting that he was 100% sober. That's when the woman showed up with a guy in a hoodie who has been the subject of much speculation among internet sleuths as a suspect. That would be white hoodie guy, Jack number 3, Jack Showalter. Police have not named the man, but said that he's not considered a suspect. I saw the hoodie guy show up with the two of them. The vibe I got from him is that he's super nice. He was trying to help them get home safe, Vidot said. Now in his TikToks, you'll hear that he didn't tell the reporter, yes, I saw him arriving with them. He actually says something else. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to misquote or misspeak. I want you to hear it straight from Joe, which as I say, comes from his TikTok account. You can find it yourself if you have TikTok. It's literally at Joe Vidot. So go and follow him over there and check out all the content yourself. He said that when they catch the killer, which I really hope they'll catch that killer soon, oh my word, that is such a dangerous person, goes into a house in the middle of the night and brutally murders 4 people. So he said he'll probably delete all his TikToks about this once they catch the killer. But I'm glad that he provided some information. It's always good to hear what was actually said to the reporters and what really happened there and why everyone, including Dr. Phil, is also interested in talking to Joe Vidot, because he's like, I don't know as much as you people are saying. I was there waiting for mac and cheese, So I've got lots to say, which will probably be in other episodes. For now, I just want to focus on this. Now I'm going to show you Joe Vidot's TikToks. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and like the way that I present true crime, please hit the thumbs up, share the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Joe here. I just wanted to jump on this and make a video real quick and kind of just squash some stuff that I've been seeing. So, first and foremost, I feel super awkward that I even have to make this video, but I've been not really keeping track of all of the stuff that's going on with this investigation for those girls that were killed. And to start off, the very next day when they had announced the murders, and And when they had shown the photos, as soon as I saw the photos, I messaged the two people that were in that video that I was talking to, my neighbor and then another guy that we had met earlier that night who I thought was really cool. And we invited him to come with us to Grub Bus. And I was like, hey, weren't two of these girls at the Grub Bus with us last night? And they couldn't remember, but they were also very drunk and I was not. So I did have, there's a drink called a Larry Craig. That's like a really popular drink over here. I did have one of those at Corner Club, but I mean, other than that, I was totally sober. When they confirmed that those were the girls, the only reason I knew that it was those girls was because I saw the video that said, oh, they were seen at this thing. Because I actually called the police right away and was like, hey, I think I might have information. I just need to know like what was one of the girls wearing, because I remember one of them had like pink, because the one that bumped into me at Corner Club was wearing pink. But nobody called me back from the police, and I was like, okay, they're probably just swamped with information, probably whatever. But then when the video came out and people were like, no, those were the girls, and those two people were like, dude, those were the girls, I was like, okay, I'm gonna physically go to the police station and talk to the police. I told the police everything I saw, which is different than what I think is going out there right now. And I was just waiting for food. I'm just like everybody else in town that waits for food at the Grub Bus. It does take a while. Everybody goes there. And so that was kind of the thing. It was like, no, if you're ending the night, you end it at Grub Bus. But other than that, I don't really have any like crazy information. I don't know why everybody's reaching out to me. I don't know why so many people are trying to spin things around. And so what I've decided to do is that I'm only commenting on things that are like ridiculous. So try and give clarity. But man, people are really turning this into something it's not. Sorry, I had to do this in two parts because there's a lot. And I'm also shivering. It's cold and I'm in my truck. Yeah. So I wanted to address a few things specifically. One being the news article that came out was the first person that I actually like talked to with the news media. A lot of media outlets have reached out to me, and I've just ignored them because I just was like, man, I just was waiting for food. Like, I have nothing to add. I've given all the helpful information I can to the police. It would make zero sense for me to give any more information to random people. But these rumors that are going around were just like crazy. And I didn't have a bad vibe from the guy that people were dragging through the mud. I don't know if he did it or not. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I could speak to the vibe I got from him, which was all people really wanted to know at first anyways. And I thought he was fine. Now, the news outlet that I talked to, I mean, he really embellished some stuff I said and added his own words to things and kind of changed the verbiage. I wasn't defending anybody. That's one thing he said. I wasn't defending him. I was just saying people need to stop spreading rumors because that could ruin his life. What if he's innocent? It would ruin his life. The other thing he said is that I noticed him come in with the girls. I didn't notice him come in with the girls. I didn't notice him till I cracked the joke to the frat guys because I thought it was ridiculous that it was like freezing outside and that guy was in a tank top. So I just made a joke because that's how I make friends. I don't know. But that's when the guy chimed in and I noticed him. I didn't notice him until that moment. When I was at Corner Club, when I said ew, some people were like, "What? That's such a weird thing to say. Why would I?" That's what you say when you're standing talking to friends and somebody really drunk, like they smell drunk, they're like bouncing around and they bump into you and like rub up against you. Like that's it's gross. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but she was really, I mean, you can even see in the Grub Bus video, she walked between us several times and just couldn't even walk straight. That girl was very drunk. She's actually the only one that I thought was really drunk. And she was the only one I noticed at Corner Club because she had bumped into me. Another thing that was weird is that the guy who was interviewing me from the Daily Mail or whatever it was, he said glass-eyed. And I was like, sure, yeah, like that. I didn't actually even use that word. That was his word. And then as far as the car goes, yeah, there's a car that pulled up. I couldn't remember what it was. I couldn't remember if it was black, blue, gray. I couldn't remember. I just remember there a car pulled up. Ooh, so cold. So yeah, so I didn't know what color the car was. It was dark. And I just felt like when I told the guy, I said it was a dark car, I couldn't remember what color it was. And I think when I was at the police station, I couldn't remember what color it was. They asked me to. And yeah, so, but the Daily Mail guy was like, no, you need to, like, was it blue? Was it black? I was like, I can't remember if it was blue or black. I can't remember. He's like, we'll just say dark colored car. And I was like, okay. I was like, I think it was a 4-door sedan, but this guy got out and was like, hey, let's go. What's going on? Because the girls were making videos and laughing and they were trying to grab all the food. Every time food was coming out from the grub bus, they were just trying to grab it. And they thought it was funny. And I mean, it was a little funny, but they were trying to grab all the food that was coming out. And when I went up and I talked to the guy at the grub bus, I said, did you just give them food? Because he just said, here you go, like that, and gave them food. And then they ran off. I actually told the grub bus, I was like, that was really nice of you. He's like, yeah, they just need to get, they need to get home. And I was like, yeah. They were trying to climb into the grub bus. So, I mean, very drunk. And then honestly, as soon as they called my number, I told the guy, I said, they're leaving, bro. And then because they called my number, all I could think about was pasta. I couldn't think about anything else other than just eating macaroni and cheese. And that was it. I didn't give any other thoughts. I didn't think anything else about it. Yeah. Some people have said that, like, I've seen some people say, like, oh, I think it's suspicious how much Joe remembers. I'm an adult. Like, as soon as I realized that those were the girls that we saw there, I tried my best to remember everything and recount it from that night because I knew that it would help in the investigation. Some people said, oh, Joe might have been the suspect. Dude, I have cameras in my house. I literally have the time I walked in my house. The girls were still alive at that point. And I have a can of soda that I had in my video, have it in my hands, walking into my house. So, yeah, it wasn't me, I promise. And other people were saying that I was excited about, like, a claim to fame or something like that. What is wrong with you? That's such a disgusting thing to think. Like, who would be excited about this? I've literally ignored everybody. Like, everybody. The only reason I even answered the Daily Mail guy at first is because he showed up to my friend's house. Like, physically showed up to my friend's house trying to find me or trying to get information about me. Crazy. And, yeah, I just wanted to help. A part of me too felt guilty because I was laughing. I kind of laughed at the girls, watching them be drunk because, I mean, let's be honest, anybody that lives here, the whole reason that the Grub Bus has a Twitch stream is because the people, I call them zombies, but just kind of like because they're just people come from all walks throughout the night. A lot of drunk people come there after they've finished their night drinking to load up on carbs, eat food. Police come there that are working late. They come get their food. They just park right behind the bus. People like me come there who just want pasta in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's all walks of life, all people, but it makes for an interesting crowd pretty late. And so they always live stream it. That's the reason they live stream it. So that camera footage that you guys are seeing, that looks like surveillance, it's not surveillance. It's a live stream for Twitch for the Grub Bus. One thing I did say that I'm glad that was reported truthfully is that, I have a little girl, and I mean, she's a baby. She's like not even 2 yet. And she's my world. And, there's a dad out there that these girls, that they're his world, and they're gone. So, and I just felt kind of guilty because instead of helping them when they were drunk, they were entertainment. While I was waiting for food, they were just the entertainment. They were just the drunk people that everybody laughs at, you know? And it's sad, and some people think that's disrespectful. I mean, it was what was happening. They were drunk. They were out there drunk like that. And one of my toxic traits is that I take on the weight of everything that's going on around me, um, both personally or just even with friends and stuff. And so any of my friends that know me, they reached out to me pretty much right away because they knew that this was going to be eating me up. And it has. And I haven't been following what people have been saying until just recently. You know, somebody sent me a TikTok video that had the most ridiculous things on it, and I tried to set those straight. And apparently it fueled more Reddit BS and more rumors. I don't understand how people are making this into an entertainment thing. Like, I live here. My friends are scared to walk to their cars. I'm a big guy. I'm strong. I don't feel super safe going outside alone at night either. I just hope people realize that there's real people that are affected by this stuff, you know, and yeah, I just wanted to help, you know. Sorry, I put my hood on. It's really, like, it's really cold. Like, there's snow outside. Um, but at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like there's people need to stop trying to reach out to me to get statements. There's so many other people that know more about what's going on than I do. I just happen to be getting macaroni and cheese at the same time as them. And other than like those couple minutes there, I can't really speak to anything else. And people need to stop dragging whoever through the mud, especially if you don't live here and you don't know anybody, you don't know what's going on really. Like, this isn't funny and it's not entertaining. And I believe that the Moscow Police Department is doing a really good job in trying to kind of just do damage control. But, like, let's be honest, the FBI is, like, on it, you know? I would be surprised if they have a really good idea of who it is. They're just waiting for evidence, you know? Evidence to just make it concrete, you know? Because one of the worst things that can happen, you guys, is if they catch the murderer and they arrest them, bring them in, and then they have weak or refutable evidence, and that person walks. Think about that. You know, so ease up. Don't be jerks to the police, you know? They're literally like, they don't want to give information out because this is like a really tight investigation, but they know things. They know things. I don't understand why they didn't. I will say my one critique, I don't know why they didn't put out right away that a car picked up the girls and was waiting for them in front of the grub bus. It took them way too long to do that. And there was a lot of rumors going around saying that the girls ran away from that guy. They ran across the street. And that's really when I started to like, man, I should say something, you know, online. But, you know, I work in media and marketing, and I'm a musician, and I have a lot of things that I just want to like give the world. And I'm sad that this is kind of how my name got out there. That makes me really sad. I'll probably delete these videos as soon as they announce the murder and it's all over. But until then, please just stop. Today I talked to somebody from Dr. Phil. They were wanting me to go on Dr. Phil and talk about this. And I'm like, why? I don't think people realize how little I actually know. But like I've said, I've been pretty much ignoring everybody. I'm not going to talk to any more media. There's actually, let me backtrack that. There's a lady coming to Moscow tomorrow who I'll probably have coffee with, but other than her, that's it. Stop spreading rumors. Sorry, I put my hood on. It's really, like, it's really cold. Like, there's